Hello everybody, I hope you've had a lovely day. As you can see, I have my hubby Dan with me this evening and we're going to have a little chat and talk about Fen Farm Dairy, who we're subscribed to. They are a raw milk product producer in Bungay in Suffolk, and it was a friend of mine who lives local to me who first told me about them probably about a year ago, maybe a bit longer. At that time I wasn't ready to try it, but with all the ongoing situation with Beauvais, I placed our first order in December and we had some goodies for Christmas. Well, Fen Farm do a regular newsletter as well to subscribers, and I've got the latest copy here. It's called Time to Reflect, and I will read what it says. It says, as we near the closing of another year and the last of our Christmas orders are zipping out through the farm gate, I find myself with some quiet time to reflect on the year gone. This was written on the 18th of December, by the way. And the cows they have are Montbéliard. 2024 has been a big year for us here at Fen Farm Dairy. We started the year by winning the Guild of Fine Foods Best British Cheese award for the second year running. As voted for by retailers around the UK, this was a really special moment, especially for our cheese making team, who put untold amounts of energy and dedication into making Baron BIGOD the very best it can be. We've been steadily working on achieving our environmental impact goals here on the farm. In January we installed a further 135 kilowatt of solar panels on our barn roofs, bringing us to a total of 285 kilowatts of panels. This means that we are now able to produce as much energy as we use every year. Our soil health goals are progressing well. This year we have successfully introduced several native plant species to our grazing pastures, as well as replacing our remaining single species grass silage crops with diverse herbal leys. The wide diversity of plant life is already measurably improving soil health and biodiversity on our farmland, and is proving to be more drought and flood tolerant, which is very important, of course. It's also showing great benefits for the health of our cows and the quality of our milk. An interesting fact, not cows or sheep, but in Dumfries and Galloway, pigs are not successfully farmed because the ground is quite marshy and damp, and the pigs suffer with the trotters. So a lot of bacon you'll see in the butchers in Dumfries and Galloway actually comes from Ayrshire, which is about 2 hours up the road. My dad, who was Scottish, loved Ayrshire bacon, preferably smoked bacon. We have 2 successful calving seasons, and there are other farms as well who also have 2 calving seasons, both in the spring and the autumn. After several years of careful breeding, our herd is now predominantly of the Montbéliard breed, producing some beautifully rich and creamy milk, a bit like Jersey cows. Behind the scenes this year, Mark and our cheese making team have been having a lot of fun developing, maturing and of course tasting our new cheese. I'm not allowed to say any more right now, but we're all really excited about it, and we're excited too because we both like cheese. And raw cheese, if you haven't tried it yet, is absolutely delicious. It's quite expensive, but it's completely unadulterated and the taste is second to none. We sometimes have cheese from Canterbury cheesemakers, don't we, Dan?
Yeah.
And they do quite a large range of raw cheeses as well. Absolutely delicious. The new cheese is tasting absolutely amazing, and we can't wait to have the first batches ready for sale in the new year. I shot a vlog recently which I haven't put up yet, which features our Fen Farm dairy order. This was the January order that we had very recently, and that will be going up soon, so watch this space to see more. It really is wonderful to see how many of you are enjoying our products and the story of why and how we do what we do. It's incredibly important to us that this story continues to be at the centre of who we are as a farm. Thank you for your continued support. We truly appreciate it and wish you all the best for the new year 2025. Johnny, Dulcie and the whole Fen Farm team. And they're usually really good at getting back to you as well if you've got a query. Before I placed my first order, I needed to check that they were Bovaer free, and I wrote to them by email and they came back very quickly and said yes, they don't use Bovaer and have no intentions of doing so, and that's good enough for me. Now there's a newsletter from the 9th of January, again from Fen Farm, and boom 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 boom, Baron BIGOD wins Best British Cheese for the 3rd year running. Whoa! Now, this cheese was, I believe, although I don't really watch TV at all, haven't watched TV for yonks. Apparently there was a farmer who was in, I think it was the quarterfinals of MasterChef, who prepared a dish using the Baron BIGOD cheese. It says, "Hello Catherine, we were beyond excited to receive the news last night that Baron BIGOD has won Best British Cheese for the 3rd year running in the Fine Food Digest annual Best Brands survey." Well now, that would have been the 8th of January, and of course Elvis and David Bowie were both born on the 8th of January. There's something very special about the 8th of January. This enormous survey was based on votes by independent retailers such as farm shops, delis and cheesemongers across the UK. So we want to say a massive thank you not only to those who voted for us, but also to all of you who have popped into your local shop and bought a piece of Baron over the past year. Every one of you have helped us to achieve this. Our head cheesemaker Mark and his team work tirelessly to tweak and improve the recipe for Baron BIGOD to continue to make it better and better every year. It's so wonderful to see people across the whole of the UK enjoying what we've made here on our Suffolk farm. We're not stopping here. We promise to keep working to make you delicious cheese to eat in a way that looks after our cows, planet and people. We have lots of exciting things in store this year and some very exciting news coming soon. If you're not already following us on Instagram at Fen Farm Dairy, do hop on there and keep an eye on our grid for announcements over the next week. Johnny, Dulcie and the whole Fen Farm team. Well, isn't that excellent? I can honestly say that their products really please every time. I really like the raw skyr type yoghurt that they make. I've had one with the strawberry compote and it's absolutely delicious. My next order, I decided to get another of just the normal skyr yoghurt without any compote as well as the strawberry one. And I'm also upping to 6 litres of the raw milk as well. I'll put most of it in the freezer because it does freeze well for a few weeks, and we just get it out as and when we need it. And we must say as well, isn't that right, Dan, that when you open the carton of the Fen Farm dairy milk, the cream is all the way through, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is it's good, it's delicious. I mean, we like the Graham's, don't we? The Graham's Jersey milk as well. And it's at least as good, if not better than the Graham's Jersey milk. Would you say so?
Yes, it is. It's very nice.
What's your opinion? What do you think of the milk? The Fen Farm Dairy milk?
I like it. It's really nice.
It is
creamy.
Isn't it? I've got used to the slightly different taste of raw milk. It is very slightly different, isn't it?
It's slightly, yeah.
But it's completely unadulterated. And my dad was brought up on raw milk. As a lad, he lived and worked on his friend's father's dairy farm. And he was a lanky lad, my dad, but he soon became a strapping lad with the raw milk, and by the age of 15 he could drive a tractor. That's some accomplishment. He had 4 driving lessons. All his lessons were on a tractor, and then he passed his driving test. That's some accomplishment, isn't it? So I bought Dan a lovely little wheel of Baron BIGOD as one of his Christmas presents.
2/3 of it is already gone. It's very nice.
What would you say? It looks quite like brie or camembert.
It's like a camembert, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, it's got the flavour of a camembert.
And there is a kind of grid, isn't there, for when to eat it?
Yes, it's sort of matured now. It's a little bit hard in the middle. Kept it in the fridge, but it's going nice and soft on the outsides.
Yeah, it's now very ripe.
And it's lovely.
They have, is it on the inside of the carton? There was something that came with it, so...
Oh, here it is on the inside of the wrapping.
Okay.
Right. Looking for goo, it comes from maturity, it says here. To find the age of your cheese, check the barcode label for the date that your cheese was made. So firm texture, lemony or lactic flavours eat at 4 weeks of age. For firm centre, gooey edges or earthy mushroom or savoury flavours eat at 4 to 5 weeks of age. If you want it gooey all the way through, farmyard and full flavours eat at 5 weeks of age or older. So it's I think this is taken a bit longer to mature than it has on. It says on the back here, but so I think it's in the firm centre, gooey edges stage here.
And that wasn't terribly expensive. I shouldn't really say how much it cost because Dan's with me, but oh well, it doesn't matter. It was £10 for that.
And it's very nice for a glass of port.
Yes.
Or red wine or something like that.
And we have one of these with Bungay butter, which is their raw butter, which we're looking forward to cracking open in the next week. Certainly in time for Burns Night on the 25th. I get very excited by Burns Night, and haggis will be taken. Hopefully I'll be able to find a veggie haggis for myself, but Dan has a very nice thick haggis sausage from Lizzie Douglas at the Black Pig in Deal. She makes all the haggises and black puddings and even white pudding. So if you're after white pudding, if you want a little bit of an Irish breakfast and you're in Kent, East Kent in particular, head over to the Black Pig in Deal. Aberdeen Angus beef, Oxford pig, which is a rare breed, and marsh lamb. Everything is from Kent. She has a close relationship with all the farmers as well, and it's nose to tail butchery, so nothing is wasted. We get all our meat from the Black Pig in Deal. And sometimes we will use the Chef and Butcher in Broadstairs. They're very good. And also Taylor's Meats down in Ramsgate, who quite recently changed back into a more traditional butcher rather than a retail butcher. And the quality of the sausages is amazing. We got some Boerewors sausages They were really good, weren't they? And that's it really. So I wanted to bring you that news. Is it a ripe taste then, Dan? Is it rich?
Yes, it is fairly rich.
Strong? What kind of flavour has it got?
Let's try it again. Let's have a look.
I don't eat cheeses with mould on the outside.
It's strong.
Is it strong?
Mm.
I suppose if you wanted to push the boat out, you could serve it like a camembert. You could bake it in the oven for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes at 180 max. And then 10 minutes before cooking time, put some really nice pickle in and then put it back under and then serve it with some really nice bread.
I've forgotten what it tastes like. I have to try another bit.
Oh, Dan, you had a good meal. Honestly, what's he like? Anyway, I thought you might like to have this little bit of news and know something about what's going on in the world of farming. And we'll see you again soon for another little chat. So, bye for now from me.
And from me, bye.
Bye.